Actually, it was the assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand that said to spark World War I. Actually, the Germans invented the U-boat, which was a great part of their success in World War I and upcoming battles. Over 1 million soldiers died in the Battle of the Somme. This was a joint effort between France and Britain against the German force. Actually, the United States joined the war in 1917, causing a future superpower to join the fight against the Germans. An armistice is a situation in a war where the warring parties agree to stop fighting. It is not necessarily an end to the war, since it might just be a cessation of hostilities while an attempt is made to negotiate a lasting peace. It was actually the Treaty of Versailles which was made after the war. The war guilt clause put Germany at blame and said that Germany had to pay all the reparations.
Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of Britain at the time of World War II. He is most famous for his speeches. Also, one of his famous speeches, the Final Hour, which influenced hope and success during an imminent invasion of Britain. Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Empire of Japan on December 7, 1941. This was the final push that the Allies needed to force the United States into a world conflict. The term World War II was won by Soviet blood is completely correct. It is estimated that 13 to 25 million Soviets died fighting that war, a number that still affects Russia today. Nazi death camps are where Jews, lesbians, and gays were sent to, even those who do not support Hitler and his ideals. In these camps, they were not just killed, they were murdered, tortured, and mutilated. Even the experiments we know of high atmosphere effects on a human body were done by Jews. In 1945. That is when Nazi Germany finally surrendered to the Soviets. After weeks of hammering and Soviet advances at Hitler's bunker, the swastika finally surrendered to the hammer and sickle. Japan invaded China for more than a few reasons. One mostly was for resources. Himmler's job was to organize the SS and keep track of military and citizen movements. He was also the first person to industrialize mass murder. Japan surrendered after 2 nuclear strikes that killed 64,000 people in Nagasaki and 135,000 in Hiroshima. It was apparent to the Japanese government that the United States, along with her allies, could destroy her as a nation. After World War II and the surrender of Berlin, Berlin was split into two: West for the United States and East for the Soviet Union. Checkpoint Charlie was invented after the wall was made. It was the only way in or out of East Berlin or West Berlin. It was so intense that at one point both armies massed their forces at Checkpoint Charlie, nearly causing World War III.
Actually, it was the Sputnik. The Russians launched the first satellite into space on October 4th, 1957. This monumental moment spurred the Americans and Russians into what we know as the space race. Some argue that without this rivalry, we wouldn't be as far in space age technology as we know. Communist North Korea and South Korea supported by the States. Because of the Korean War, Korea as it once was divided into two sides, the North and the South. North Korea, being supported by the Communists, fought to gain control over South Korea, which had heavier American influence. Actually, the right answer is Vietnam and the United States. The Vietnam War started on November 1st, 1955 and ended April 30th, 1975. Vietnam is considered one of the most well-documented wars, with plenty of records and historical footage taken. More bombs have been dropped on Vietnam than any other war. Let's take a look at some footage.
enough, Guard 6. I'm down on corral. I've got contact with some snipers, over. Everybody get off the middle of this LZ. Everybody, move out. Get out there. Ford 6, get that mortar set up on the hill. I want fire in 1 minute. Get them moving, make up. Second platoon, 3 o'clock, they're on the other hill. Camino, I want artillery on that hill, and I want it now. Hurry up. Get over there, come on. Come on. Okay, that's it. They're bugging out now.
The Warsaw Pact was actually signed on May 14th, 1955. Much like NATO, the Warsaw Pact is a mutual defense treaty between Russia and other communist countries. North Atlantic Treaty Organization is the correct answer. Formed on April 4th, 1949, NATO was designed as a series of collective defense if one member country was attacked. It was signed by the Western powers, including the United States, Canada, and Britain. It is often comparable to the Communist Warsaw Pact. It was actually Russia. To be able to keep nuclear missiles close to the United States, Russia formed an alliance with the Cuban government, allowing them to transport and store missiles in the country. At several points, the conflict grew heated and the missiles were almost fired. However, American President Kennedy and Russian Premier Nikita Khrushchev were able to work out a back-channel negotiation through back-channel negotiations. The Berlin Wall was actually constructed in 1961. The point of the Berlin Wall was to separate West Germany from communist East Germany. The wall stood through the city, serving as a symbol of opposition between the East and the West. The wall was later destroyed during the fall of communism on October 3rd, 1990. It was actually Kim Jong-un. After the death of his father on December 17, 2011, Kim Jong-un assumed office as the leader of North Korea. He later went on to make several threats at the United States, such as launching missiles at continental USA. These threats proved to be empty, however, as no such attempts were made. This may have been because North Korea lacked the technology to even get a missile across the Pacific. Tempers have been since cooled down, but the tensions are still high between the two countries. Boston bombings actually took place on April 15, 2013. During the home stretch of the annual Boston Marathon, 2 pressure cooker bombs were detonated, killing 3 people and injuring 264 others. The suspects later went on and shot an officer, killing him on MIT campus. The 2 suspects, brothers Zokhar Sarnev and Tamerlan Sarnev, were cornered, the older Tamerlan being shot and killed. Zokhar escaped but was later apprehended with multiple gunshot wounds from a police shootout. Thatcher was actually the Prime Minister. Margaret Thatcher was an iconic person in the lives of many, and was a close personal friend of one-time American President Ronald Reagan. Thatcher introduced a series of initiatives designed to bring in up employment rates and bring Britain out of a recession. Thatcher was the first woman to lead a political party in the UK and the first female Prime Minister after winning the election of 1979.
1994.
Yeah, I'll put my birth date. Should I?
You should.
Okay.
Hey guys, hey, we're kind of filming at the moment.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's not going to do anything.
You gotta be quiet.
Aubrey,
Yes. What do you want from me?
the cheese.
No. You were the kind of person I dream of killing every night. Brings me pleasure.
You're not putting this in our thing, are you? Please say you're not going to.